Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Aquarius reading. The full moon is tomorrow in the morning on the west coast of the U.S., the 1st of August. So let's get started, Cancer, with your overall energy. We have the Three of Swords. This is always such an interesting card to appear because as a reader, the cards I pull also reflect my own energy, and this may represent something that many of you that are experiencing difficulty in your relationships, particularly with family, are learning to cut the cords. This is difficult in as much as there has been an assumption of reciprocity, or at least the desire for that, among your family members. But in barring that experience, you're having to look at the ways that you have given your power away or made the abuse of your energy available to others, those that you care for and that you believe care for you. So this is a long opportunity for you to look into your share in the responsibility to difficulties that you've experienced. It can not simply be relationships with family, it can be any sense of failure that you've experienced, where that has drained you, where that has made you feel hopeless or powerless. And of course, most of us are very aware that success is built upon failure, so to speak. We learn, we try things, we learn, we do them, we fail, and we learn from them. And this is particularly challenged because this is in an area of your life that feels as though you don't want to give up. It's difficult to give up. It's difficult to relinquish these bonds, no matter how ineffectual they feel themselves to be. In the past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. You have very wisely invested your energies, look towards new opportunities in self-development, in developing and evolving your own character and looking at ways to improve on your skills, your environment, but the way that you bring value to any situation, or you make a contribution that is intended to be excellent, solid, secure, and to engender some kind of abundance. So you're really focused on that and your particular contribution to that effort. You're inspired anew because you're understanding that easing difficult and challenging relationships, or a sense of failure or incompleteness in your relationship, relies on the inspiration to move into a new direction that aligns with your heart, aligns with the best part of your heart. That's your desires, your potential, the things that you may have given up on in the past, but you now realize they've actually prepared you for this new beginning. And just to make things a little more complicated, you're also, like so many of us, in this transition of releasing old beliefs. Beliefs that once steered you, just as your relationships perhaps with family, your significant others, has steered you, and your recognition now that those old ideas, those old patterns of taking on obligations that are perhaps not really yours, or only yours in part, is something that you now understand must be released as you have learned or are learning the lessons that these failures, these disappointments have taught you. And that release comes as a part of a kind of gratitude for understanding that you are where you are, in a place of maximum opportunities and growth and expansion, because of, in many ways, the failures, the lessons learned, particularly as it comes from family of origin issues, that now you are releasing these ideas, these truths, these beliefs that have held you trapped, a sense of entrapment with your family members, with your significant others. In the present, we have the Five of Swords, the Chariot card, and the King of Cups. You're definitely really letting go of, as you look more deeply into the ways that you have sabotaged yourself. You're no longer really laying blame, if you ever have, at the doorstep of others. You're really understanding that the way you may have been mistreated in the past and the way that it may have blocked or hurt you is in part within your control. It's you're choosing your battles. It's your, rather than, because of your highly sensitive nature, your ability to intuit and be really sensitive to the way in which others may have put you down, discredited you, the way that you felt as a result of that as not enough. That is giving way to this ability to take the contradictions in your relationships, in your family, in your environment, and really use those to motivate you to move forward and find your freedom from an old pattern, an old situation of failures and a sense of powerlessness. You're really forging forward towards a new goal, and this new goal may be as simple as exploring new subject matter, new areas of interest, new places to visit, places to go. Of course, the Chariot gives the vibe of motion, movement, travel, but this is really about your setting yourself free from old stories. At the same time that you are compassionate, that is your nature. That is one of your tremendous blessings, is your ability to be empathetic with others, to allow yourself to connect your own sense of vulnerability with the trials and tribulations of others. This is making you a fantastic friend, even to those that perhaps family members or co-workers who have taken you for granted. Nevertheless, you understand that your ability to overcome challenges that you face is really a strength of yours, even if it is perceived as a weakness, so that you are really available to support yourself by recognizing the growth you've made in elevating or evolving yourself from this sense of inadequacy because other people told you so. You are freeing yourself from that and understanding that that's actually these things, wherever the truth is, whatever battles you pick, is part of your unique character, but this overwhelming ability to share your healing with others. And this is the quality that you bring that the world is waiting for. In the future, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Ooh, so really the changes that you've made, the responsibilities that you once saw as contributing to these failures, these disappointments, you are not only really richly understanding the lessons that were contained, but you're also releasing that sense of obligation as a result. So both things are part of this tremendous change and opening up that you're experiencing. The tens are portals, and you're actually welcoming a collaboration with others. You are eagerly putting together a team that allows you to shine, to share what you know, your area of expertise, and other members of this hand-picked team are able to do the same. This relieves you of the burden of caretaking and instead allows you to share equally with all the members of the team. You're all equally responsible for the final product. And this final product, because of your investment in yourself, in your growth, in your perfecting your craft, in your mastering the qualities that allow you to persevere and stand on your own, to be independent, the success and the that you now understand you're worthy of is part of this effort, this collaboration to create something truly beautiful, of great value, of excellence. And the joy, the passion that you put into this collaboration is really what is part of this new direction, this new way of expressing yourself, this new way of recognizing opportunities and pursuing them. This could be a new business endeavor quite easily, but it can also be looking at a new home, building a new home, moving in a new direction, or pursuing a different kind of lifestyle. Finally, the Hanged Man is showing me that you are in, perhaps, or you're moving towards a state of benign suspension where you are allowing yourself to pause, retreat, and readjust your perspective after so much change that you've pursued. You are really understanding that it is you that can shift your perspective, that can make all of this look differently. So from powerlessness to empowerment, that's all a part of your perspective, your understanding that there's more than what you see. However, that your reality is a result of the way you think, of your recognition of opportunities and new offers. I'm going to clarify the Chariot card here with the Justice card and the Star. Whoa. These three major arcana are so much about liberating yourself from the way it always has been, the way it's supposed to be. Whatever that means to you, that is, you're recognizing the social construct of that, and that in fact your efforts have helped you to rethink what is the natural balance of the world, what is in fact imbalance in the world, rather than how is the world out of order, how is there a new corrupt order. All of that you have opened up to possibilities that you may not have been conditioned to see, that none of us were conditioned to see. Seeing harmony, justice, evenness, fair treatment as a result of your ability to recognize the opportunities as a result of suffering. You have suffered greatly. Clearly, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands are both about burdens, about long-standing burdens, and that also formed the construct of your life in many ways, that defined you. And you're now being released from that sense. You're feeling that you have power to affect not only yourself, your environment, but that working in concert with others can actually yield you the hopefulness, the faith, the trust that things can not only be okay, but they can be better than they are now. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card for you and hope that this reading, Cancer, is resonating for you. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I love all that you have done for me, each and every one of you. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And I'm also going to pull a crystal oracle for a little more mantra, and I flipped the orpiment crystal. Success. I am successful in all that I do. So this should be some food for meditation. Thank you so much, Cancer, for being here. Until next time, namaste.